Good morning.
Welcome to the morning show.
Yeah.
The Big Show with Glenn and Angel on Kiss 92.
Good morning.
Sometimes getting out of bed in the morning is a lot to deal with all at once.
Good morning, Singapore, and welcome to the biggest and best breakfast show in the world. We are the Big Show, and that's because, you see, we have such big stars on Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Secretary General of the Workers' Party and the Leader of the Opposition, finally here in the studio, Mr. Pritam Singh.
Hi, good morning. We wish we had like bigger applause, but it's just the two of us clapping, and
everybody else in the studio is holding on to a camera.
Yeah.
With both hands.
We are so honored that you finally said yes, and we finally got you into the studios. Thank you so much for coming in.
Well, if it means anything, before I did that infamous podcast in Malaysia, I actually said yes to the show.
Yes!
There you go!
Thank you.
See, people judge so quickly, right?
Well, that's the terrain we operate in, so,
Yeah. How do you handle that? My goodness.
Well, I've got a strong wife behind me. I've got a good family, and that usually tends to keep you, very level-headed.
And Loveleen is in the studio as well.
Good morning, Loveleen.
Morning.
Always behind the scenes, but the rock.
Of course. Behind every man, you know that. All right, let's go straight into some questions that we have for you today. This is getting to know Mr. Pritam Singh. So what actually inspired you to get into politics?
Well, like many of my colleagues, we envision a better Singapore. We understand that there are issues which we feel strongly about, and ultimately for many of us, if you feel strongly about something, you should step up and organize and participate and start. You have to start somewhere, and the Workers' Party presented a fantastic platform for me, and I started my journey volunteering there, and still on that journey, still always looking forward to a better Singapore for everyone. And that's how it started for me.
Nice.
What's the hardest thing, though? I mean, being, in politics here in Singapore and being part of the opposition.
Well, I think you want to make a difference, and you want to make a positive difference. And sometimes you can be your harshest critic. And a lot of the time, you need information, you need an understanding of government policy. Why is it working in a certain way? Why is it not working in a certain way? And when things are introduced, they are introduced because there's obviously a need, and government policy being what it is, sometimes people fall through the cracks. Mm-hmm. And it's always about ensuring that we have a good society, a good country, a good system. And for that, I've always believed very strongly that you need a balanced political system. And that's where me and my colleagues come in.
Right. It's all about the future, right?
Absolutely.
Speaking of the future, you have two daughters.
Yes, I do.
10 and 7. Their childhood now is very different from the childhood you had growing up. What was your childhood like?
Well, my childhood was very carefree. My parents, God bless them, never gave me much pressure, actually. They said, go do your thing, children are supposed to be children. So by today's standards, I think they were the model parents, actually. Of course, let's not talk about my PSLE results. Right now.
That's all right. We won't reveal
Why
those.
is it all of us kind of went through that during PSLE? Huh?
I think it's generational. That generation. I mean, it was quite defining for many of us, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We all had I had a weak subject. My weak subject was Mandarin.
Mine was
always.
Mandarin as well. Yeah.
Always. And that kind of like handicapped me straight away.
What was your weak subject?
Probably all of the above except English, maybe.
Except English. Okay, I love the honesty.
Okay, so your kids are 7
and 10.
7 and 10. Today we've got quite a number of children who are looking forward to asking you, Mr. Pritam Singh, some questions.
Okay.
Are you going to be open to that?
I'll be very open to that.
I suspect you'll be able to give them like fantastic answers because you've got all the practice in the world with your own children. So,
absolutely, yeah.
That's normally not the best indicator of how well you'll answer questions, especially when your children ask you questions. But I'll do my best.
Okay, we're going to kick things off, on the Big Show TV. First question coming up from a very, very young person asking Mr. Pritam Singh a very hard question. All right, Jordan Aratuni is next. This is Kehlani on Kiss 92.
Okay, so we are on YouTube and Facebook. Shall we play the first video and see what the first question is?
So exciting. Okay, who is this from?
Hi, Mr.
Pritam Singh. My name is Ram. If not for politician, what will you have become?
Oh, that's
if
an
you weren't
excellent
a
question.
politician.
Well, I reckon it would be at the intersection of something to do with journalism or academia or law, which came a little bit later. So yeah, in that space or in that terrain.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So, I mean, was law a first choice for you?
No, it wasn't. Actually, it was my second degree. I did it quite fortuitously because SMU had just launched a law program for graduate students.
I see.
And that came as an interesting, at an interesting junction for me. And what really inspired me was the fact that my father was a lawyer and I didn't get good enough grades to enter law school at NUS after my A-levels. So it was almost like something you wanted to do, but you missed out on the first opportunity and you had a second chance. And so that was the opportunity for me. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I would say, halfway through my legal education, the political bug bit me, and then I started volunteering with the Workers' Party. Yeah.
Who inspired you when you were growing up?
Probably my father. Yeah. I think he was. I mean, again, I think for most boys, I mean, your first model or someone you look up to is always your father, and you take lots of lessons from him, and so he still inspires me in many ways. Yeah.
Nice.
What about you, Angel?
Who inspires me? Would you like to know? It's not my interview, but I would love to answer the question. No, I'm joking.
No, funny enough, Pritam is right. It's
Yeah.
like, I think for all of us, it's our dads, right? Because last week we asked someone on air as well. We were expecting her to say, someone, because she was an influencer.
Right.
So maybe some other influencer or someone else in the entertainment
Industry,
industry.
yeah.
And she went like, my father. And her father was listening in. I think her father was like tearing.
Well, I think my father probably knows it, lah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. What does a weekend look like for you? I mean, where do you get the free time? You've got so much going on, obviously.
So obviously, I mean, for people who are in politics, whether you're in my position or whether you're volunteer, you're a candidate, I beg your pardon, you're a volunteer, you're a member, you're inevitably involved in some sort of local constituency work on weekends. And as a party, we do sell our party newsletter, The Hammer, publicly on Sunday mornings when it is, in print and we still have copies to sell. But, after that work happens in the afternoon, the evenings, I mean, you try and spend it with family, right? Because I actually kind of look forward to, hanging out with my wife and my
Of
children
course.
and, my parents, my in-laws, and, extended family. It's actually a nice sort of winding down, phase for me and a time for me. So it keeps you grounded as well. People are brutally honest with you, and that's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, how often do you walk the grounds? Because I get the impression like, you and your team and everybody else, the MPs and stuff like that. They meet the people sessions and stuff. How many times a week does that happen? Is that an everyday thing?
No. Meet the people sessions happen commonly once a week. But then there are, of course, other engagements on the ground that you undertake. You've got your house visits. Sometimes you visit the local community nodes. And then there's always the case of doing estate inspections or estate walks.
Right.
So commonly, I would say for most MPs, I can't speak for MPs on the other side of the table, but for us in the Workers' Party, I would say commonly, upwards of 4 times a week. Yeah.
That's
Wow.
still a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is what we signed up for, and I think we ought to do it to the best of our ability, and it's actually quite fulfilling in many ways. I think as you grow into the role, I mean, we've got a couple of new MPs, and as they grow into it, I'm sure they will find a lot of fulfillment in it.
Okay.
And I mean, if you're not prepared to step out there and get into a zone which is not normally comfortable for you, you're not going to grow. So I think getting out there, meeting people, understanding their issues, problems, getting their feedback,
Right.
and trying to address them as best you can, wherever, directly with the person or in Parliament. That's just part and parcel of being a member of Parliament. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go back on air in 40 seconds.
Sorry, yeah, I know that I let you down. Sorry.
Kiss 92 traffic.
All right, let's take a look at a situation on the roads. On the KJE towards the BKE, at the exit to BKE Woodlands, a vehicle has broken down. Same situation on the TPE towards the PIE before Elias Road, another vehicle has broken down. And finally, on the ECP towards the city, a vehicle having trouble before Bedok South Avenue 1. Avoid the rightmost lane. If you have any other news for us, you can WhatsApp us 8855 0920.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We are speaking to Mr. Pritam Singh, Leader of the Opposition and Secretary General of the Workers' Party. Thank you once again, Pritam, for coming in today.
Happy to.
And I just want to ask you, because someone was telling me, is this your very first radio interview?
It is. It is the first time I've been on radio.
Oh,
We are so honored.
We are.
We're so
I
honored.
can't believe it's your first radio interview.
You know, when you have time, go onto Facebook and YouTube. We've got all these wishes coming in for you. Good
Yeah.
morning. Glad you're here. We also have a Kevin Tan that's asking, what do you do for fun and for yourself?
Oh. Well, I mean, like many of you in the studio here, I do enjoy my football. I mean, besides the family time. I mean, the
But
family time is
you-
at the...
you play.
I don't play so much anymore.
Okay.
But every once in a while, I do have a bit of a kickabout, and then I regret for 2 days. Why did I choose to
Weekend
do this?
warrior?
Yeah, exactly. But no, I do enjoy that. It's a nice... Actually, I like most sports. I like watching most sports, except things like darts. and no offense to those who love darts, and things like breakdancing, which I understand is an Olympic sport now.
Yeah,
It is.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was an Olympic sport. Not sure if it'll make it to the next one.
I don't think
Yeah,
you'll make it to the next
was
one, but in the
awful.
last one, it was a sport. But it is a sport, no? It's not easy.
It
I
is
can
not
imagine. I
easy,
can
yeah,
imagine.
yeah.
I suppose being a bit more old-fashioned, I didn't expect it to you know. I mean, I can understand an international breakdancing competition. I think
Yeah.
On its own,
on
yeah.
its own, and that's perfectly fine. But to be in the Olympics, wow, that's
It's a bit unusual.
That's equivalent to like our SEA Games. 1 year we had Chapte. Remember? We're like,
remember that.
what is Chapte doing?
You know, speaking of sports, and I'm surprised Glenn hasn't asked this yet. Do you play golf?
I don't play golf. But I do enjoy watching it.
We got a common friend who never used to play golf as well. But I mean, now we play quite often.
I think I know who he is.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Because golf is so time consuming, we can always play 9 holes. 2 hours, it'll be
You're
done.
done.
Plus, we walk. Very good exercise as well.
Okay,
This is true. Yeah, that's his pitch.
That's a very good. What is it? 8-second pitch, or was it? But to
Okay.
be honest, I'd rather spend those 2 hours with my family, given how time is so tight and short. But you know,
Of
you never
course.
know for the future.
We'll get the whole family to take up the sport.
Okay, I think
we can
so.
all go
I
out there
think
together.
My wife is smiling, so you know, some prospect there.
Okay, you know what? We've got another question from a very young. Are we going with the very young one now? Or?
Yeah, we're going with Zohairi.
So for those of you who didn't catch it on the Big Show TV earlier on, you know, we are going to have children asking Mr. Pritam Singh some questions because they are the future. And you know, they're all so adorable as well. So okay, let's play another one for Pritam.
Mr. Pritam, where do you like to go with your family?
Oh, that's cute. Where do you like to go with your family?
Well, I mean, I guess we're the quintessential Singaporean family, right? I mean, we do enjoy our food. We do enjoy walking around aimlessly sometimes in shopping malls. And I mean, of course, when we have a chance to go for a break, we do pop over to Johor every now and then, like most Singaporeans do. So yeah, I mean, it's not anything uncommon, really.
Okay.
You obviously, I mean, your lovely wife, Loveleen, is someone who understands, because I mean, I believe every time you're out and about with your family, people will approach you,
Yeah, I mean,
and not all wives, you know, can take that.
Yeah.
But obviously, I mean, she understands. I mean, you're a popular guy.
well, I
There's
mean,
not much privacy there.
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, again, it's the terrain you're in, but obviously, like I suggested earlier, you know, you need that ecosystem around you to be an effective, you know, member of parliament. And part of the reality is people will stop you and say hi. Most of the time, people are very friendly, and that's fine. And sometimes people have very serious policy issues they want to discuss. And then, you know, your family are behind you, and,
Yeah.
and you know, but she's been incredibly patient, and I think, you see, you never really know what's in the mind of the other person, right? I mean, it could really be something that is so fundamentally important to them, and it hurts them, and they want to talk about it. So I do my best to give them the time of day.
Some guys have all the luck. They get like the best wives.
Best wives,
And some
yeah.
guys have no luck. You know?
He's only referring to himself.
No, of course,
You're
of
allowed
course.
to say it.
Okay, Shalini says she's got another video. Okay, let's play another video for Pritam.
Dear Mr. Pritam Singh, I dislike you and my friends don't play fair and cheat while playing Uno.
Oh.
Can you tell me if Singapore politics are fair? Do all parties play by the same rules? Thank you.
Whoa.
Maddie.
Maddie, that's an intense question for the morning.
Fairly
serious.
intense.
I think
yeah.
we should always endeavor to develop and nourish a system where the rules are the same for everyone. And I would like to think that that's the road we're on, and we should remain on that road.
Okay.
Okay.
Politically correct answer then.
It's too early in the morning.
All right, it's 8:22.
Kiss 92 Time Check brought to you by
All right.
Okay, you were talking about food, going with your family to enjoy some food and stuff like that. How did you have two girls who are 10 and 7? You have, like Glenn said, people are constantly coming up to you, whether they want to take a photo, whether they just want to shake your hand or talk about something that's important to them. How do you protect your children, from that publicity?
Well, my wife and I mean, we've always reminded the children that it's important to remember we're just normal folks, and there's nothing special about you in that sense. But when people do come up, I mean, the children, they also take a sort of a sidestep, and they give me that privacy to engage the person. But they're very patient.
It's a great thing.
No, and I'm very thankful to them for being patient. I think that they've got good training from
From when they were babies.
from when they were young.
Yeah.
But again, I have to give it to many Singaporeans. Overwhelming majority of them, people are generally friendly, and they just want to say hello, and I'm happy to engage with them when they want to.
But especially during the general elections, I mean, that must have been a very intense period for you.
Yeah.
I mean, we know the huge turnouts, everywhere you and your team went, How do you feel about the WP's election results?
Well, I mean, it was a difficult election for us. As a small political party, obviously, elections are going to be difficult. We did our best. I was actually hoping that, we could tip one or two more constituencies. Came close, not close enough. But, that just tells you that, there's still work to do. And so we go at it again. But I thought the candidates did incredibly well, and they tried their best. And I was very encouraged by the number that came up and the number who were prepared to step up.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm not going to plug for Singaporeans to. Maybe I should. If this is something that you want to do, you want to get involved in public service, and you see yourself, contributing to a more balanced political system, come start volunteering with us, understand it, and get to have a feel of it.
Yeah.
Be true to yourself, and let's see where we go.
I mean, you guys had quite a number of solid candidates this time. I mean, do you guys go out there and look, or do they come to you?
It's a bit of both. But inevitably, you will have individuals who are ready to do it, but obviously, either because of career or family, there's some hesitation. And look, it's different in the opposition. I mean, the value proposition we're providing you is a very difficult journey.
Right.
But again, it speaks of these candidates who have chosen to enter the ring, and I think it rather than putting anything on myself or the party, I mean, it speaks a lot for themselves and their character. So very grateful for their support and the support of their families too.
Right. What kind of traits do you look for in a candidate? Because I think it's so important. Everything is so visual now.
Yes.
It's almost like you need to have a nice face as well, you know?
Yes.
Because sometimes some people, I completely believe that. I have some friends, they're born with like, we call them a kiampak face. It's like, not very likable, it's harder, for them. But if you got a likable face, you look sincere and you're knowledgeable, that makes for a very good candidate, right?
I think those things are a good entry point, but they're not going to sustain you for the long haul.
Right.
So you've got to have the passion for something. I mean, you've got to believe in the cause. And that belief usually is the one that will see you through even your darkest days. Certainly, I mean, there are certain character traits which are attractive for the political space. But again, I wouldn't want to place too much emphasis on that, because that's not going to really hold you through all the way to the end.
Right.
Yeah. So you need a balanced personality in many ways, and someone who's prepared to work hard, especially in the opposition, because you don't really have much wind behind you to push you forward. You've got to create that wind through your own energy and your own effort. Yeah.
We have Chris on our YouTube saying, "Good morning, Mr. Pritam Singh. Still starstruck from your last visit to my new home." Rayom says, "Good morning. Saw you wandering aimlessly around City Square recently."
Well, I told you that's what we do.
You do. Alan says, "It was nice to have met you with my son at Sembawang, the Addiction Bistro." I'm not sure when you were there.
A couple of weeks ago.
Okay, so there you go. Everyone's keeping an eye on where you're going.
Oh, we've got another video. Time for another video.
Hi, Mr. Pritam Singh. I want to ask, what is your worst subject in primary school?
Oh, there's a long list.
But primary school.
Yeah, there are 4 subjects we take, right? So I wasn't too thrilled about mathematics, which is very sad because I actually love mathematics. But that was a subject which I generally wasn't scoring too well at. Yeah.
Okay.
Math.
So math. We have lots of people asking you what your favorite song is, like what kind of music you listen to.
So I am probably in the 80s. So U2 is a band which I really, really love. It's a pity because when they were in Singapore, I didn't get a chance to watch them because it was my Meet the People session a day when they were playing on that Monday. So I didn't get to watch them, and it was such a pain. But well, my wife saw them, so
okay.
I don't think she knows how lucky she actually is.
Was it good, Loveleen? Was it good? It was fantastic.
I guess okay. Okay.
I missed it that day as well. That whole weekend, I think there were 2 shows.
There were
and I was
few,
working with my partner at the time, the Flying Dutchman. We had shows to host and all that. So just like you, we missed it.
Yeah.
And, oh my goodness, big regret.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have many regrets, but that was one, regret. I wish they would come back to Asia one of these days.
I hope they do.
Do you play any instruments?
I don't actually.
You don't? Okay.
I don't play any instruments. I mean, air guitars all don't count.
That thing.
But you sing well. I've heard you sing before.
Well, one sparrow doesn't make a summer.
Loveleen is not quite sure she knows what you're talking about. She's got that face and covering her ears.
Okay, we're going back on it.
Okay.
Kiss 92 traffic.
Okay, if you're on the SLE heading towards the CTE, look out for an accident before Upper Thompson Road. But if you're on the TPE heading towards the PIE, a vehicle's broken down before Elias Road. Other than that, it's the usual peak hour traffic. Wherever you are, stay safe.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We have been speaking to the leader of the opposition, Secretary General of the Workers' Party, his first ever radio interview, and we're so very honored. Mr. Pritam Singh, thank you so much for coming in today.
I'm happy to be here.
We already have a couple of people trying to get you on their podcasts on Facebook, so you can take your time later and have a look at the comments. Mol says she's heard you sing a song in Chinese dialect before. If there is a favorite, what song gets you sing? Well, U2, you said. What song gets you dancing? What kind of music gets you dancing?
Well, I'm not much of a dancer, but I do. I mean, like U2, Where the Streets Have No Name. I mean, I just like the Joshua Tree. I think it was a fantastic album. But those sort of things.
Yeah.
I do enjoy my music, and I
Slow dance.
slow dance.
Okay. Now, Mr. Singh, I have a question from my colleague from the Straits Times
Yes.
right now. Okay. So this is not my question. You have talked about how the WP had a complete change of strategy and how it responded well to boundary changes. You also mentioned that the party should not be boxed in by boundary changes. Can you elaborate on how boundary changes impacted the party's electoral strategy at the GE?
A very heavy question.
I know.
But certainly one from the Straits Times, I'm sure.
Yes, it is.
Before the elections, you have the Boundary Review Committee, which always sort of resets the playing board, And of course, when the playing board is reset, you've got to reset your strategy. But we moved from, we were in Marine Parade, now we were walking the ground there for some time. And then, having done all that work for a number of years, and then having looked at the electoral map, because you can't just look at the map for one election, you're looking for the future as well. We had to pivot, and I've got tons of friends who live in Marine Parade, and they said, Pritam, we really wanted you to stand here. And I said, look, I would have wanted to, but ultimately you've got only that many cards in your hand, only that many candidates who are prepared to fly the flag, and we decided, look, the strategy for the party was important. But we still hang around a lot in the Marine Parade area. A lot of our residents, generally we are more familiar with the eastern part of Singapore. So there was a change of strategy, and I thought it spoke a lot for the volunteers and some of the long-serving members who were focused on Marine Parade for so long. And they just, accepted the party message, look, we've got to pivot, and they just put their head down and they got on with the job. And that to me was something I was really proud of, and I think it spoke highly of them, their discipline and their character.
Okay. We are speaking to Mr. Pritam Singh right here on The Big Show. We'll continue to talk to him on The Big Show TV. Meantime, here's Secondhand Serenade with Fall For You on Kiss 92.
Best thing about tonight.
Okay, we have another video question next one is from Russell.
Can you name me 5 Avengers without Googling?
That was a quick one.
5 Avengers without Googling.
Is the Hulk an Avenger?
Yes.
Okay. What's that guy with that suit who flies?
Superman?
Iron Man?
No, he doesn't fly.
No, Iron Man. I was talking about Iron Man.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I'm not much of an Avenger fan.
Okay. All right. You got 2 out of 5. That's all right.
Is Wonder Woman an Avenger?
No.
No. She's not.
She should be.
Do we have the answers for that? Now I'm curious. There's like 5. There's
5.
Thor. There's how many so far? Iron
3.
Man. Hulk.
Okay, here we have it. We have Captain America,
Captain
Hulk,
America.
Black Panther, Black Widow, Iron Man, Captain Marvel, Thor, Ant-Man, Scarlet Witch. 15 more rows. Okay, hang on. Hawkeye, Spider-Man, Quicksilver, Vision, many.
Spider-Man's an
that's
Avenger.
That's what
Yeah,
they put here.
he is an Avenger as well.
Dr. Druid, Hercules.
Okay.
So, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Next time you're asked that question, you can answer it.
Have you seen the latest Superman movie? Because I haven't.
No, I haven't actually. In fact, the latest thing I watched was off Netflix, which I thought was a fantastic show. It was Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
So good.
Oh my
I
God.
caught
Yes.
that at the
Really
cinema.
good.
So good. Yeah.
So, I was so struck by the show, I actually wanted to read the book that it was based on, it's called American Prometheus, and it's a Pulitzer Prize winning book. And
Did you read it?
I haven't. I wanted to borrow it from the library, and which I'll get down to doing. What a fantastic show. And I think it's very, very useful for these times because, the coming of the nuclear age.
Yeah.
And now we're living in a zone where, everybody's wondering where AI is
The
going.
AI
and
age, yeah.
the ethical implications of AI and stuff like that. So very interesting, times we live in. And so, yeah, I gotta read that book. Actually, when I went to the NLB app,
Libby.
and you can, I think there are e-copies available.
Yes.
And I think day before yesterday, I checked, and I think there were 5 out of 20 copies still available.
Okay.
E-copies. So I'm going to get my hand on one and start reading, actually.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice, yeah.
Super.
Yeah.
I watched, you know what? The Mandala Murders.
Oh, right, okay.
Started off really good, but I was so disappointed with the end. But maybe it was just me. But nope, not bad. 8 episodes, limited edition, limited series.
I wanted to ask, what are your thoughts on AI? Because your daughters are growing up in a full-on digital age, you know, and there's so much fake stuff out there. Even as people who know AI is out there, we still get mistaken for what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, there's so many facets to it, right? I mean, on the one hand, you know, in spite of all this, we live in a real world, and I think that the values and the importance of interactions, I mean, those things should not be underestimated and understated. So, you know, oddly, I'm quite contrarian about this. I think subjects which actually activate the more creative side of your mind and expose you to the human condition in a bigger way, like literature, for example. Ironically, I think these are actually more important in this age. At the same time, you can't ignore AI, you know, and if you don't use it, you're obviously starting, you know, on the back foot already. So you've got to be familiar with it. At the moment, I think a lot of us still use it like it's Google, if you know what I mean.
Yes,
You know?
yeah.
So I think there is an evolution. People are starting to understand it a bit more. Some people are quicker than others. So yeah, it's something we're still grappling with. The harder thing, of course, is to try and see into the future and ask yourself or have that conversation with your children, you know, like, what do you see yourself doing in a world which is going to be so dominant, you know, or dominated by AI? And that's a very challenging question, which I'm still grappling with. And
It's very scary because imagine, I mean, right now, you know, AI is you know, getting, you know, more and more advanced, so to speak. In 10 years from now, in fact, the person who won the a prize for his work in AI, I think you may have seen it on social media as well, actually warned everyone that it could be very, very dangerous.
Detrimental, yeah.
AI for everyone in the years to come. So imagine 10 years from now, the situation that everyone's going to be in, you know.
Yeah.
It's very, very scary. You have young children. What kind of Singapore do you want them to live in?
I want them to live in a Singapore which is obviously successful, prosperous, and a Singapore where no matter who you are and what your lot is in life, the respect you get is equal. You know, you could be a multimillionaire, whatever you are, or you could just be someone else, and it doesn't matter. And I think a sense of an egalitarian community, a country, a society where no matter what your race or religion, you know, you feel equal and you feel represented, you feel respected. That's the sort of Singapore I want for not just my children, but the future and future generations of Singaporeans, and a country we all should be proud of.
Right.
Yeah. And on that note, happy SG60.
Happy SG60. As you can see, the decorations, you know, we've got all our paraphernalia around.
I like the way Angel goes like, yeah, the decorations. 6 balloons.
Yeah, of course. We spent an hour putting all this up before you came in, so we put some effort in.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. I mean, a
It's
little
the
bit
thought
of
that
effort.
counts. It's the thought that counts. We got him a flag as well for his table. You know, it's not a very straightened out flag, but yeah.
It's a flag nonetheless.
It's a flag nonetheless.
Well done, Sheng Siong. Not bad.
The decorations that they have. Yes.
Got a fan, a
Fairy
nice
lights
fan.
with flags, yeah. It's the effort. Okay, we've got another video right now. This is our 6th video, and this one comes from Sheldon.
Hello, sir. My name is Sheldon. This is my pet gerbil. I have 2 other gerbils, Lou and So, and a lot of fishes. Recommend me a pet I should get. Help me convince my mother why I should get one. Do you have any pets, and what's your favorite animal? Thank you.
That's such a sweet boy. Well, he looks like he's got his hands full with lots of pets
3
already. I'm not
gerbils.
sure whether he should get another one. But no, we have to look after our pets. I mean, you know, sometimes you hear these stories of people abandoning their pets. I mean, I think that's terrible. So if you want to have a pet, doesn't matter how many you want to have, as long as you can look after all of them and look after them well, you know, I think that's fine. If you want another one, I had a rabbit not too long ago. Actually, my wife had kept rabbits for the longest time, and somehow they just became a part of our family. But when the last one passed on, a part of your heart breaks, right, when you lose a pet.
Okay, hold on.
1 second.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the BKE towards the PIE before the PIE city exit, a vehicle is having trouble there. Also on the PIE towards Tuas, a vehicle's broken down before the AYE. Avoid lane 4. And on the PIE towards Tuas, an accident before Pioneer Road North. Avoid the rightmost lane. If you're out there, please don't be a tailgater or a road hogger. Stay safe.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We have been speaking to Mr. Pritam Singh, leader of the opposition and Secretary General of the Workers' Party. I can't believe it's been 40 minits.
Already?
Oh, has it?
Yes.
Time has just flown by, and I've got so many more questions.
We do. We have.
Can we talk a little bit about Parliament? So how exciting is Parliament for you? Or is it like, when you hear
something you dread?
It's the day you need to be in Parliament. It's going to be like a long and tiring day.
Well, it's part of our responsibility. So, however you feel about it, you've got to be on top of your game when Parliament sits. But it's a serious place, and a lot of people in Singapore, I know, look forward to it, and they want to hear what the government has to say on issues of the day. They want to understand how laws are changing, and laws always change, right? Society is always evolving. So, important to take it seriously and try and advocate fearlessly for your constituents and what all Singaporeans have a stake in, which is a better Singapore. Yeah. So no, I don't particularly feel tired about it's Parliament Day today. I think it's more about getting in the zone,
right,
and making sure that you do your efforts justice.
Okay. Yeah. Do you ever go in like with the mindset like, okay, today I'm going to give it. I am going. Because when growing up, I think even yourself, we used to watch Parliament on TV, Channel 5.
Yeah, back in the
Today
day.
in Parliament.
Yeah.
And
yes, I remember that.
The debates used to be so fierce. I never used to miss it. I used to love it. At that time, we had, of course, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew and Mr. J.B. Jayaratnam and Mr. Chamsi Tong. And wow, they would go at it, and I would be having my dinner and watching. It's like, so exciting. These days, do you think it's it's lost a little bit of that?
It's different. It's certainly different, and I think that's because a generation has moved on, right? And everyone has everyone comes to politics a bit differently. But on issues that matter, sometimes it can get testy, heated. But again, that's just the nature of the space. But once again, I think you anchor yourself knowing that you're not making these points because it's you want to put on a show. But there are some serious issues that people feel very strongly about, and you want to have those represented, equally strongly.
Yeah. But our parliament looks so tame compared to like the UK parliament, for example.
Well,
or in Taiwan, where they're like climbing over each other too.
Yeah, but we're not modelled after the Taiwan parliament, but we are modelled after the UK system, right?
Sure. I think, of course, in again, every country is different. You can have a similar system, but it's the people and the culture in society which also is manifested and reflected in Parliament. So, our chairs can't be lifted up.
They're thrown.
They're all fixed into the seating. So no, you're not going to get a Taiwanese Parliament. And I think generally, the parties that are represented in Parliament, even before this upcoming term, were actually quite serious about the issues they wanted to talk about. And I think when you come at it from that perspective, you're really not there to throw things around, if you know what I mean. But you want to see certain outcomes. And in that sense, I think like society, we're all quite pragmatic. So we want the thing to work. And part of making the thing work is to make sure that you have a real debate in terms of real issues being brought up and there being an exchange about why certain things are done in a certain way and why they can't be done in another way.
Right. Yeah. You know who I wouldn't want to be in Parliament? The Speaker of Parliament.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I think he probably has a pretty hard job.
Well, he has to, of course, balance things out, and that he has to give both sides equal airtime. But I think the current speaker has done a manful job of it and tried his best to keep things even keeled as much as possible. I mean, of course, sometimes you wish, hey, don't interrupt, lah. Let me carry on, lah. Let me speak on. But he's got a role, right? He's got to give that airtime to everyone. So. Yeah. So I can understand why people wouldn't envy him.
Yeah, our Speaker of Parliament, so to speak, is Shalini.
Yes.
But most of the time, she is very open. Red card, shut up.
So she's asking you
We
to
need
keep
to-
quiet now because we have video number 7 to play.
sorry,
yes.
sorry. Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Pritam Singh. My name is Sabar Vijit Singh. May I know what is your favorite sports? Thank you. Have a good day.
So cute.
Savarish. Okay, favorite sport?
Oh, that's quite easy, love. Typical Singaporean answer. Football, lah. Yeah.
Okay.
Why is our football so bad? I have to ask you this
How much
question.
time do you have?
Not much, unfortunately. We would love to carry this on.
We are about to send out an invite to our new FAS president. Isn't he Forrest Lee, right?
Right.
Yeah, and
Yes.
see what plans he has
Well,
for the FAS.
I'll be listening in.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, video number 8, we have Mia.
Hello, Mr. Pritam. I know you do like linings, but I scared of thunders and lightnings too. What do you do on the wedding day?
What are you doing?
Bring an umbrella out. The Workers' Party has sold umbrellas. I would strongly recommend you use one of those umbrellas. They're actually very effective in holding the rain back. For thunder and lightning, stay out of their way, lah.
Okay, again, a politically correct answer. Now, video number 9, our final one is from Seth.
Mr. Pritam, what flavor ice cream do you like?
Strawberry cheesecake. That's easy.
Oh, wow, okay.
That's an unusual flavor.
Yeah.
Where do you get strawberry cheesecake from?
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's. Yeah, because they have all the
Oh.
chunks and everything inside. Yum.
Okay, you got a sweet tooth, huh?
I
Now
do
we-
have a sweet tooth.
Sweet tooth. Okay.
Indian problem.
Oh my gosh, you and my husband the same. All right, we also have because you were just talking about a sweet tooth, right, Shalini? Are we ready for that?
Are we ready?
We are ready.
One,
two, three.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Mr. Pritam Singh. Happy birthday to you. Happy belated
Thank you so
birthday.
much.
Right on cue, we're supposed to have someone walk in. And there we go. The
Uh-oh.
bosses bringing your birthday cake.
Oh, wonderful.
They usually
Happy
don't.
birthday.
They usually don't allow food or lit candles in the studio, but for you,
You're obviously special.
Okay, I'll blow it out as soon as I can. Thank you very much.
I can't believe how young you are. And just now you make a wish.
okay. And there
Thank
you
you
go.
so much.
Your little fork. That's all yours. As you can see, we didn't get we spared no expense with the size
Thank
of
you
the
to our
birthday cake.
bosses, Mr. Stephen Shu and Mr. Sim Hong Huat. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much.
Thank you, Hong Wat. Thank you, Stephen. Much appreciated.
You know, every time you're in the studio here with us, you will always be the youngest. So you will never feel old, really. Oh,
No, that's fine. It's all right, Glenn.
okay. One last question before we let you go. You have
Yes.
that question, or do you?
I do have that question, but you can ask it if you want.
All right. What is your favorite, since National Day is on Saturday?
Yes.
What is your favorite National Day song? We will play it for you.
Okay, that's quite easy. It's Home. Yeah, I just absolutely love it.
Dick Lee's version or Kit Chan's version?
Well, as much as I love Dick Lee's work, I think Kit Chan's version gets the nod for me.
Okay.
All right,
In terms of which
and you
one I
know
like.
what? Just like music magic, we have it lined up for you.
Yeah, as our last song. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you so much,
Mr.
Glenn.
Singh.
Thank you, Angel.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Time really flew.
Yeah.
Time really
You had
flew.
fun?
I had lots of fun, and next time maybe we can have a longer
Oh,
show
absolutely.
lined up.
We'll stretch it for 2 hours if you want. Yeah,
Absolutely.
You can come on as our guest host. How about
Yeah.
that? From 6 o'clock.
Yeah, also, I want to ask you something else. Is Alexis Dang single?
She is single.
Okay, that's all.
But she's a woman with a lot of iron in her spine.
Okay.
Very strong woman.
Can you
All right.
handle it?
Exactly my type of
Oh,
woman.
right. Okay.
Okay,
of course,
just
yeah.
asking. Just kidding.
He needed to get it in there.
All right, Pritam, this is for you. Kit Chan's version of Home on Kiss 92. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.